The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. This is taken at his 4. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Here we go. At their own 29-yard line.
Spin 180, block 15.
I'm scared.
Run 80, alpha. Ahead.
A first down throw here for Rivers. Swings it out to the flat for Freeman. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and
3. Set, 180.
Mike 51. Hey, I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
From the gun, Rivers. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. This is taken at about the 14. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Broncos take over. First down and 10.
On the double.
Check, check. 59. Too little,
Check this on Travis. Look at me. Go. Snap.
Naeem Hines, his first carry. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
What? Squeeze. 5.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ryan Kerrigan. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
So a jump there defensively.
That's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
So after the penalty, they're back to where they started, 3rd and 10.
Let's go.
Hey, wahoo! Hey, lock it!
Double up. He's coming, double up.
Get it!
He'll look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Here we go!
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
They're running it. Check. Check 43.
Blue draw Porter. Hey, Alpha. Hit it.
They'll set up a throw. And they will not can't get the connection there. It's incomplete. He was looking for his running back, Nyheim Hines, but it's going to be second down.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
It's our field. It's our field. Hey, it's our route.
Here's Hines. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times will actually make checks, just like a quarterback would on offense, to get them into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish, holding that to a minimal gain?
50, plant. Rock it.
Set.
Go. Now. Ready?
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Being chased, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Ryan Kerrigan in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint, as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. Antonio Brown, kiss him goodbye. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Mark that down as an 85-yard punt return, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point good by Hopkins, and it's now a 7-0 game. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks, because then the defense has the advantage.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Looking to throw. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. First time that they called his number tonight, and it gets him a first down.
Hey, Charlie.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Catch is made by Harry. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there, because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Check, 59.
They'll look to throw here. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long.
Hey, exit. Now.
Back to throw here. Making the catch is Sternberger. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 28.
555. Switch. Slam.
Bravo. Bam.
Crash.
Fight.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Pass hauled in by the 6'4" tight end Sternberger. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays.
It's second and inches at the 19-yard line.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on second and inches. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 11 yards for number 11.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
Now a play fake here on first down. Flush to his right. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 3 yards is the gain that time. Second and goal.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Second and goal, and Penny standing by himself in the backfield.
Watch the slant.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. The 20. 10. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Here's a first down throw that's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Denver has a first down on the 15-yard play.
And the Broncos first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Hurry.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 23 yards on the play.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
218, chopper. Look at me, zipper.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Nyheim Hines His first touchdown here of the new campaign, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Hauschka adds the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7.
14. Broncos 7.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
On 2nd and 7, Rivers. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. Then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they got to go out there and get us.
And he hit, and the ball is jarred free. And the Bengals grab it.
That's it. That's it. All right for the year.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 29, Rivers, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Big Shaq Lawson gets the sack there.
And that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Rivers. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 30. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. 56 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. They run. Devontae Freeman. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another nice gain. 13 yards that time and another first down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
Back 380. Block 11.
Hey, keep it up. Keep it up.
Hey, Delta. White 85.
On 2nd and goal. Rivers, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Shaq Lawson, his 2nd sack of the night. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Way back at the 19 now. What do they have here on 3rd and goal? From the shotgun, it's Rivers. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw it.
Check ring 90.
They'll come out in the pistol.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move. 3 down, 3 down.
Hey, easy, easy. 2, smooth.
All day.
Working out of the gun, Rivers. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here.
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This one taken just inside the 10. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be third down.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that one.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal.
And he fires one that's intercepted. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick, and he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. To throw, Rivers. He finds Lynch. It's complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
Check ring 90. Round 80.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Devontae Freeman, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Bengals use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Hopkins with the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. And he's going to have the hook up here with Harry. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver 1st down. This quarterback now 13 out of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a 1st down. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 8. Got a man open. That's Harry. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a 1st down. They'll run on 1st down. It's Hines. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Go!
It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day.
2nd and 5. He'll find Harry on the right side. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
On the ball.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. Well, this is how you shape the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I'll just figure there's something wrong with the football.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield as it turned out. Couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Hey, wahoo!
Check right 54. Right 54. Here we go. Right there. 54. Right there. 54.
They'll drop the throw. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. In that time for the sack, say hello to Chandler Jones.
Hey, Alpha!
That's what I do. 54.
Hey, Sam on!
Watch 54.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And the Bengals will get the football back. Well, certainly not the way that they were hoping that possession would end, failing to convert on 4th.
And now they've got to make sure that they keep their poise, they keep their confidence. Just because it didn't work once doesn't mean if they get that same situation later that they shouldn't go for it again. The defense feels great, but the offense, they can't be despondent.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Throwing on 2nd down. Rivers. He's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Here's Matt Bosher now as he'll kick it away for the second time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And that ball's going to angle out at the 3-yard line. A beauty.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
Well, from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
I don't even know why this team showed up. Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9". I'm trying to collect. Mike, check.
Hey, team 6, team 6.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
Check.
Yes.
It's 59, Mike to 59. Think you gonna get this?
Go.
You think you gonna get this? You think you gonna get this?
Now. Fight.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down. So a little more space to work with here from the 13 on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Open man is Samuel, complete. 30, past the 20, 10, and all the way home for a Broncos score. Curtis Samuel, 87 yards, and the Broncos get a bit closer.
You got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late. But they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did. The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
All right. Let's go, D. Wait. Hey, let's get this.
Tight dog.
Now it's Freeman. And this will go for 5 up to the 33.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. And now a 10th carry for Freeman. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
First down, the run with Lynch. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
And he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, you've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
They'll run with a former Badger. It's Corey Clement down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. To throw is Rivers. This will be caught just inside the 10. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. Fourth down, Rivers. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Antonio Brown. He scored on a punt return, and now he's scored through the air. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy.
That's caught inside the 20. A huge play there for Denver. 58 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up first. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Nyheim Hines, his second touchdown of the night. And the Broncos cut into that lead.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
This will be taken in at the 1. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.